People look at me and say, "You're lucky." Lucky that I never had to share toys, never had to fight for attention, never had to define love. And I smile because explaining loneliness to people who have never met it is like describing color to someone who was born blind. What they do not see is the emptiness of having no built in best friend. No one who knows exactly what this house feels like after an argument. No one who would notice the trembling in my voice without me having to explain it. No one who would knock on my door just to say, "Are you okay?" And maybe that is why I held my cousins so close. I gave them pieces of love I had saved for a sibling who was never born. I called first, I texted first, I checked in first. I asked how they were, remembered their little stories, their exams, their bad days, their favorite things. I convinced myself that love given enough times would eventually return on its own. But then I stopped, just for a little while, just to see if my absence would echo inside anyone else the way it echoes in me. The world stayed quiet. No calls, no messages, no "where have you been?" No "are you alright?" Nothing. And somehow, nothing is louder than rejection. It made me wonder if I had ever been missed at all, or if I was simply convenient, someone to answer when they were bored, someone to care when they needed caring. And that is when I missed you the most, the sibling who does not exist, the person I imagined on nights like these. Maybe you would have sat beside me, shoulder against shoulder, saying nothing because you would already know. Maybe you would have noticed the sadness I hide so carefully. Maybe I would not have to beg for reminders that I matter. Sometimes I build your face out of hope. Sometimes I imagine you laugh, filling this hollow house like sunlight. Sometimes I pretend you are just next door, waiting for me to walk in so you can roll your eyes and tell me that I am overthinking again. And for a second, the ache softens. But then reality returns, cold and certain. You were never here, and I am grieving someone I never got the chance to love. So if one day someone asks why my heart sometimes feels too full and too empty at the same time, I'll tell them this: I am an only child who learned how to carry conversations alone, how to comfort herself, how to survive the kind of loneliness that has no funeral and no condolences. And still, despite everything, some small part of me will always save a space for the sibling who never came and the love that had nowhere to go.